Hi everyone! As you've already read the video title, today I'm going to talk about archaeological sources of the Gupta Empire. I have made a short PPT on this topic, and under this topic, there comes three topics: the sculpture of the seated Buddha, Ajanta caves, and Yoga fort. And I'll be talking about all these three topics. Let's go. Content. The seated Buddha. What is it? What does it represent? About it, location and period. Ajanta caves. What are they? Points about the caves. The Dioga fort. About it, points about the forts. First, we'll be talking about the seated Buddha. What is it? The seated Buddha from Gandhar is an early statue of the Buddha discovered at the site of Jamal Garhi in ancient Gandhar in modern day Pakistan that dates to the 2nd or 3rd century AD. It is now in room 22 of the British Museum. Before that, Buddha was represented by iconic symbols such as his footprint. What does it represent? The sitting Buddha is the most common representation of the Buddha. These Buddha statues can represent teaching, meditation, or an attempt to reach enlightenment. Okay, now where is it located? It is located in Jamal Garhi, Gandhar in modern day Pakistan. When was it officially found? It was officially found in 2nd or 3rd century AD. As you already know, before it was found, Buddha was represented by his footprint. Next topic is Ajanta caves. The Ajanta caves are approximately 30 rock-cut Buddhist cave monuments which date from the 2nd century BCE to about 480 CE on Aurangabad district of Maharashtra. The caves include paintings and rock-cut sculptures described as among the finest surviving examples of ancient Indian art, particularly expressive paintings that present emotions through gesture, pose, and form. They are universally regarded as masterpieces of Buddhist religious art. The caves were built in two phases, the first starting around the 2nd century BCE and the second occurring from 400 to 650 CE, according to older accounts, or in a brief period of 460 to 400 CE, according to later scholarship. The site is a protected monument in the care of the Archaeological Survey of India, and since 1983, the Ajanta caves have been a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Some points about them. Okay, let's see. The Ajanta caves constitute ancient monasteries and worship halls of different Buddhist traditions carved into a 75-meter or a 246 feet wall of rock. The caves also present paintings depicting the past lives and rebirths of the Buddha, pictorial tales from Aryasura's Jatak Mal, and rock-cut sculpture of Buddhist deities. Textual records suggest that these caves served as a monsoon retreat for monks as well as a resting site for merchants and pilgrims in ancient India. While vivid colors and mural wall painting were abundant in Indian history as evidenced by historical records, Cave 16, 17, 1 and 2nd of Ajanta form the largest corpus of surviving ancient Indian wall painting. Now, our last topic, the Diogar Fort in Uttar Pradesh. About it, the four temples are dominated by the Jain temples in the eastern part of the hill fort. The Jaina images here are mostly of the iconographic and the stylistic variety. The Jain complex was built during 8th to the 17th century and consists of 31 Jain temples housing around 2000 sculptures, which is largest such collection in world. The Jain temples have a large number of panels depicting scenes from Jain mythology, Tirthankar images and votive tablets. The pillars are carved with 1,000 Jain figures. Points. All temples are categorized into two distinct periods, the early medieval period and the medieval period. During the Islamic iconoclastic depredations, the temples were devastated, This is compounded by the growth of vegetation and the neglect of maintenance. The Jain community is managing the temples since 1939 and have done some restoration work. The extravagance of the intricacies of the Jain sculptures are similar to that of nearby Gwalior in Madhya Pradesh and adjoining areas of Bihar. Jain sculptures lie scattered on both sides of the path from the gate on the walls of the fort. A notable pillar seen here is called the Manasthamb. The complete image of the 24 Tirthankars depicting emblem of a bird, flower or animal are seen here. Images of Yaksha and Yakshani are also part of such depictions. Thousands of sculptures are seen embedded in the walls surrounding the complex. The large number of idols lying scattered around the fort area is attributed to the fact that this was the sculptor's workshop. Worship at some of the Jain temples are still held regularly. The most famous of the Jain temples in the fort is the Shantinath temple, which was built before 862 AD. This temple committee oversees the protection of the monuments and work to improve the ambience of the entire place. Now we are all done with our topics. So, thank you for watching. Bye bye.